Are you tired of being poor? In-game, of course. Well, me too. So I'm going to be trying out this low investment strategy that involves running Kirac's Memories of Survivor's Guild, and we'll see how it goes. If you've never done a memory before, don't worry, I hadn't either. I'll be breaking it down for you so that it's as clear as possible because it can be a little bit confusing at first. First of all, you're going to have to trade for these. I'll leave a link in the description, but otherwise they can just drop very, very rarely in maps. I bought mine all for 25 chaos each or less at the time of testing this out, though I've noticed that prices are trending upwards a bit, so I recommend you monitor that if you're thinking about trying out for yourself. Alright, so the way memories work is pretty simple, if not intuitive. Firstly, you need to open up your Atlas screen, then your inventory, and right-click on the memory itself to use it. Pick a map that you want your memory to start on. It can be any map you've already completed. You don't need to worry about whether or not you actually have that map in your stash. Kirac will provide everything for you. Also, the tiers will respect whatever your Atlas tiers are, though your Atlas passive tree will have no effect on these maps whatsoever. Then, once you've chosen your map, a whole chain of 4 maps will be highlighted like this. These are the 4 maps you'll be running in succession. So to get started, you just go talk to Kirac in this case, and you can start crafting the map up until it's got mods that you're comfortable with. When you're ready, go ahead and hit activate and bam, the portal's open. It's that easy. Okay, so what's so special about these memories? Memories all have their own unique set of modifiers, making these maps behave differently than the ones you would normally pick up off the ground. In this case, the Survivor's Guild one turns you into the Harbinger and makes every single item drop in the map get converted into currency shards, which is just mwah. You can get Ancient Shards, Annulment Shards, Fracturing Shards, and if you're insanely lucky, even Mirror Shards. Alright, so I think that covers it for the explanation. I'm going to be running 5 memories, so 20 maps total, which I know is a small sample size, but you know what? That's just how I play. I don't play specific strats for 2 full days straight. I try things out for a few hours on my free time when I can, and then I move on to the next cool thing. So yeah, smaller sample size, keep that in mind. I'll run this first map with you guys live, and then we'll do a little highlights reel with the rest of the maps and jump to the results. Now, the very first thing that I've been doing when entering these is I head straight for the Wildwood, just because it definitely helps in terms of getting more currency. So here I'm just going to follow the yellow little wisps, get as much quant as I can. Ideally, like I'm trying to find the blue ones and the purple, because those will, I think, they help you get the fracturing shards, especially the purple. Yellow is quantity, blue is currency, so like pure currency drops, and then purple is rarity. So I think that's why the purple actually gives you more fracturing shards. I'm not seeing any wisps on the edge. I'm looking for the wisps on the edge. Oh, here we go. Here's a trail. Okay. Some purple. That was a very faint purple. So I am playing Detonate Dead, in case you're not familiar with what you're seeing on screen. And I've been following Tripolar Bear's max roll guide, and it's been pretty good. I can't really complain, although I will say that it hasn't been like the most enjoyable progression, because I don't really feel myself getting a whole lot stronger, even with like certain upgrades. Mind you, I have not upgraded much. I've spent like 100 chaos on this build so far. That's it, and most of that is to just make myself like tankier, which you don't really feel as much unless you really invest into it. I'm not like spell suppression capped or anything yet. Alright, so we just finished the Wildwood. There we go. But the thing about the Detonate Dead is that the damage is scaled based off like the corpse life, so that scales with whatever level of zone you're doing. So even if I'm doing tier 10 maps or tier 2 maps, my damage kind of feels the same, if that makes sense. That's what I've noticed anyhow. But like, I can't complain, like it's able to do everything so far. So now that we're out of the woods, we just go and clear everything, and you'll see like as we kill monsters, Harbinger enemies just kind of spawn, and yeah, we just kill them like you normally would in any map, and then we just collect all the loot. Ancient Shard right there, very nice. You get a lot of those. Annulment Shards, Harbinger Shards, you get a lot of Harbinger Shards and Horizon Shards. I'm not sure if like I should be making this filter stricter, but I don't know, I feel like this is a good middle point. I tried it on less strict and it was crazy, and on more strict I felt like I wasn't picking up a lot of stuff, so a little middle ground. So even things like Breach will just drop currency shards now in these maps, which is really cool. One thing to note is that, remember when I was like using alchemies or orbs of binding on the map? Each successive map in the chain of memories gets harder and harder, not just because the tier goes up, but also because the explicit magnitude modifier thing gets higher and higher. So by the time you do the fourth one, like everything is like 60% harder than it normally would be. There we go. Map boss down. I really shouldn't be picking up Horizon shards, really. They're not worth that much. Another ancient shard. No fracturing shard yet. In my experience, I've been getting basically almost one per map, which comes out to being like quite good profits. Also, I didn't mention this, you can do this in like any tier. You don't have to do this in tier 10. I'm doing tier 10 because that's like what I can do. You can do it lower, you can do it higher. Yeah, that was nice. Whoa, okay. A lot of loot here. Exalted shard, nice. Also, I just want to address something. I realized that I made a video talking about how League starters suck, in the sense that like I don't like that League starters are a thing. And then I proceed to play Detonate Dead, one of the like most popular League starters right now. I have what I think is a good reason, although I do appreciate that it is ironic. And wait, annulment shards, very nice. Alright, that's the map done. But basically, I went on vacation, actually, first vacation in many, many years. And I literally got back to my desk like an hour before the league started. And I had not been able to POB anything. And so I figured, okay, let me pick something that's simple, something that I've never played. I've never played Detonate Dead before. And yeah, so that was kind of my justification. I just wanted something that was gonna get me up to speed, like I was gonna be able to play right away, without having to like go into POB and come up with something on my own. So yeah. Alright, that was the first map. As you can see, 7 chaos, an entire orb of annulment, almost 2, some exalted shards, a bunch of horizon orbs, and almost a harbinger. So it's quite a bit of stuff, and this is going to add up. And then once we start getting the fracturing shards, you'll see. It's going to be nice. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and run the rest of these, all 5 of them, and we'll see what we get, and we'll see how long it takes. See you in a bit. Oh. Ah, crap. Okay. Oh, come on. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. Nice. Oh, baby. Another 2 fracturing shards. Oh no. Another 2 fracturing shards. So it just occurred to me that I could chisel these maps. Yeah, I'm a noob. This is the first time I ever do memories. And yeah. I should have been doing this the whole time. Ooh. So many things. Come on. The last monster. Alright, so I have finished all 5 of the memories now, and it's time to take a look at what we've got. I'm really excited because, you know, as you've seen, we got a mirror shard. Now, I'm not going to include this when we are looking, like, price checking everything, but, you know, it's certainly quite nice. 17 divines, 16 divines, something like that, and this is just going to, you know, become more and more. So I'm stoked about that, but even without that, we got a lot of stuff. We got 17 fracturing shards, 24 ancient orbs, 2 exalties, 31 orbs of annulment. Yeah, so let's just bring over PoE stack, and we are going to see what this is worth. So I already have the mirror shard not included, and let's take a look. Oh, I'm excited. 9.8 divines. 9.8 divines. That's not including the mirror shard, which for some reason they have valued at 24 divines. I think that's a bit optimistic, but 9.8 divines in terms of everything else, just this currency. And like, this is currency that you don't have to necessarily trade away. Like, you can trade away your ancient orbs and stuff, and you can trade away your fracturing shard, but it's not like items like this charm, for example, where I have to sell it, right, to get value out of it. These people are constantly using them up, so it's gonna sell no problem as long as you price them right. So yeah, so 9.8 divines, and we did this in 3 hours and let's say 3 hours and 20 minutes. It's a bit less, but that's fine. So that's what? That's like 3 divines an hour, not including the mirror shard, not including the mirror shard, not including this charm that we got, which is worth like a divine. That's 3 divines an hour. I mean, that's way better than anything I've been doing up to this point this league. Way better. I had 100 C here, and 47 chaos, and an ancient orb, and 7 fracturing shards from testing beforehand. Like, this is good. This is really good for me anyhow. I find this is really good. So don't sleep on this. Get in on the action. Get some Kirac's memories of surviving guilt, and try this out and let me know how it goes. Oh, this is a bit embarrassing. I just realized that I forgot to subtract the initial cost of those Kirac's memories. So you can look at this number and take off 125C. So that puts us at, I think, about 9 divines instead of 9.8 divines per hour. Still really good for me. I am blown away by this. I just can't believe that I got a mirror shard. But enough about that. What would you like to see me do next? More memories, or maybe a different strategy? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.